Welcome to The Explainer. So, today we're going to trace the origins of a powerful martial art, but here's the thing. To really get it, we can't just start with the art itself. We have to go back. We have to look at the world before it was even a thing. A world of kingdoms, bustling trade, and this incredible, relentless search for knowledge.
You know, for anyone studying a traditional art, and I'm talking directly to you karateka out there, understanding where it all comes from, well, it's so much more than a history lesson, isn't it? It's a duty. It's this invisible thread that connects you right now to every single master who came before, and to every student who's gonna come after you.
All right, so let's jump right in. To really get Goju-Ryu, we have to ask, what kind of world created it? We need to go to that unique place where the very first seeds of its ideas were planted.
So, first things first, Okinawa. Long before it was ever a part of Japan, it was its own thing, the Ryukyu Kingdom. And you gotta picture this. It wasn't some sleepy, isolated island. No way. It was this buzzing, strategic crossroads for trade and culture, constantly playing this delicate balancing act between the two massive giants on either side of it.
And that position, right in the middle of everything, that was its superpower. It meant the Okinawans could soak up all these amazing cultural and, martial influences, especially from China, but still cook up their own unique flavor. It was a total melting pot of ideas, just waiting for something new to spark.
Okay, now look at this timeline. What's absolutely fascinating here is the timing. All this political heat is coming from Japan, which is modernizing like crazy right when Okinawan martial arts are already super sophisticated, with these deep, well-respected roots in China. So this isn't day one for their fighting arts, not even close. This is a massive turning point.
So where does the direct line to Goju-Ryu even begin? Well, it doesn't start in a quiet dojo in Okinawa. It starts with a journey. It starts with a master who was convinced that the real knowledge, the deepest secrets, weren't at home, and he was willing to go to the ends of the earth to find them.
And this is the guy, Kanryo Higaonna. You absolutely have to know this name. He's the one who made that long, hard trip to Fuzhou in China. Why? Because he was obsessed with finding the true source of his art. He wasn't satisfied with copies. He wanted the original, the fountainhead.
And this right here tells you everything you need to know about the mindset back then. The original Okinawan word for what we now call karate was toldi, which literally means Chinese hand. Think about that. It wasn't just a name, it was a giant sign of respect. It was an admission that the best, the most powerful fighting knowledge, it came from China. So Higaonna wasn't just taking a trip, he was going to the source.
So what did he find when he got to Fuzhou? Did he just get a book of moves? Nope. He found something so much more important. He found a legendary teacher. And with that teacher, he found the living, breathing heart of what would eventually become a whole new system.
Now, Higaonna's teacher, he's a man known to history as Ryu Ryu Ko. But who was he really? Well, that's one of the great mysteries of martial arts history. It's a puzzle that people are still trying to piece together even today.
So you've got these two main theories that historians argue about all the time. Was he a top-tier military guy, or was he a nobleman forced to hide his identity? We might never have the final answer, but here's what both stories agree on, and this is the crucial part. Whoever he was an absolute master of the incredible Fujian White Crane style of Kung Fu.
And Higaonna's training, wow. It was a test, for sure, but not of his muscles. It was a test of his spirit. His patience, his humility, his sheer grit. I mean, imagine doing back-breaking work for years, and your only payment is being taught one single kata. But you see, that process, that wasn't just training. That was about forging a person's character. And that philosophy is right at the heart of the art.
And this is the key takeaway right here. Sanchin wasn't just another form to learn. It was the form. It was the bedrock, the physical and spiritual foundation for the whole shebang. All the principles of tension, breathing, structure, it was all packed in there. It's what Higaonna would carry back to Okinawa. It was the hard piece of a puzzle that was still missing its other half.
Okay, so we have this powerful foundational knowledge. But how does it become the art that you and I know today? Well, the stuff Higaonna brought back was potent, no doubt. But it took his star student to look at it and see what it could be and to shape it into something brand new.
Enter Chojun Miyagi. This guy was not only a brilliant martial artist, he was a true innovator. He completely mastered Higaonna's system, which at the time was called Naha-te, built around that powerhouse Sanchin kata. But he had this feeling that something was missing. He saw all this incredible hardness and thought there has to be a counterpart to this, a balance.
So after doing his own research back in China and diving into classic martial arts texts, he finally landed on a name. Goju-Ryu, the hard, soft school. And that name, it was everything. It was a mission statement. It laid out the entire philosophy right there in the title. Combining these two forces, hard and soft, that seem like opposites, but are actually perfect partners.
And this story, it just nails that aha moment. It was never about asking, is hard better than soft? No. The big realization was that real true strength isn't just about being tough. It's about the smart, sophisticated way you can use softness to overcome hardness.
And boom, this is where it all clicks into place. Miyagi took the Go, that raw power of Sanchin he got from Higaonna, and he deliberately created its Ju counterpart. He actually developed new kata, like Tensho, for the specific purpose of teaching the soft side, the open hands, the circular movements, the flow. And in doing that, he created the complete, perfectly balanced Goju-Ryu that we all practice today.
So next time you're in the dojo and you step into that Sanchin stance, just for a second, remember that kingdom caught between giants. Remember Higaonna's crazy, relentless journey to China. And remember the incredible idea of mixing hard and soft that you now hold in your own hands. That whole history, it's not just a story. You are the next living link in that chain.